Can you believe that it's already episode 40? And I mean, honestly, I can't believe that we've made it this far. And a lot has changed over those 40 episodes. And a lot has changed on the server. And I think today would be kind of a good day to recap some of that. But I also have bigger plans. I want to get a shop so I can actually start selling some of this concrete to my server mates. So you know what? I think today would be kind of cool if we hopped onto our passenger train and we went around to see what everyone else was up to. Oh yeah, and hopefully not spoil anything. That's the only thing I'm worried about. So let's do this. Let's pop on. We've seen all of the stuff that I've been up to. Of course, we have our partway station, but there's a lot more that we can check out along the way. Up top on the hill up there, that is Exs Farm, Sugar Farm to be exact. And then up here we have the chocolate factory. Now along this railway is what I had set up and decorated. I've really gone overboard, I think, in the decorating of these train tracks, but I mean, I've fallen in love with the way these train tracks look. And over there we have our actual train that runs our packages everywhere, which actually stopped because I am near the line. But as soon as I get on, there it goes. It should start back up again. But this right here, oh man, as soon as spawn loads in, this is the dirty farm. Yes, this is the dirt farm that I built early on, which is basically kind of similar to the farm we just built, which is a powder farm. Just another type of dirt. Now over at spawn, there is just so much going on and we have all of these farms. I'm just going to park here inside of our train station and I'll be able to depart and we can take a look at some of the shops that are already up. So let's pop on over here and let's give this a look. Now there's several shops going on in the actual station, but I mean, where the magic has happened is where everybody has really shined in like building these little cute shops. Like I really love this. For example, this is my little dirt shop. Then we have, I think this was a shop that was built in collaboration with Stam and Beardy. So Mr. Beardstone and Stamo ended up getting this done. So we have a firework rocket shop and gunpowder shop. And then in here, I think this shop still has not been used yet. So there's a nice open area there. The Power Co shop, which is now selling all kinds of copper goods. Which is very nice. And then this is a new one. This is Throwlash's new shop, which is kind of like a little breakfast diner. Look at this little place. We got a little menu up here for breakfast, brunch. Got some drinks. Got some a mean waitress, of course. Oh man, look at the use of decorations. Oh, I love that. That's the whole reason why I was selling those things. I was hoping people would actually use these for decoration. But selling leaves, right? I don't think the leaves, yeah, wood shop is coming soon. Do the leaves have prices on them yet? Not yet, but probably will be in the future unless the shop is going to be upstairs somewhere. But I think the idea for this was right to have like builder's tea and stuff for sale. Like that's going to be really, really handy. And then if we continue on down the road, they actually built a frog light. And I think this was Throwlash and Stam's collaboration together. And inside here, we can buy all of these different types of frog lamps. Very cool. And I actually kind of want to use some frog lamps. I just haven't figured out exactly where I want to use them. What is this up here? This is kind of cool. This almost looks like how like hospitals have like catwalks that walk over highways. Like this is what this reminds me of. And this one is called Stam's Stems. Stam's Stems. There's a showroom. Okay, Stam's Stems, buy the right to use a schematic. Custom order, talk to Stam or pickup. Oh, what is this? So we have different trees. All right, there's spruce. Oh, this is cool. Spruce wood tree. Oh, you can scroll wheel through this to be able to see all the different tree types. Oh, I love those. Oh, those are cute. And we can buy these schematics and we can use them in our own. Oh, that's nifty. Oh, and here's all of the schematics. Okay, and it tells us in the bottom right which schematic we're actually looking at. Well, now that is nifty. I really like that. We'll probably end up buying some trees to use because I have a few select trees, but I like to like kind of mix and match. And then we got something going on in the background, but I don't want to spoil that one too much because I think that's Eggs who's building that, and I don't want to spoil it. I don't think his video's out yet. Now over on this side, we have the Eggs shells and bits. And then we also have the dial mat, which I'm hearing so much noise coming out of this. Is it just rails? Oh, it must be coming from the dial mat from the underneath. But over here we have Mr. Beard's stones, which I absolutely love that name. It's hilarious. And the cute little forklift. And this is where I've bought a lot of my stone products so far. And then next to that, if you missed the episode, we have the Chosen Delights, where automation meets temptation. And it's my little chocolate factory. And also a little advertisement stand. I have a few things. And I also remembered to add my diamond here. I've seen a few people popped over here and yeah, they, I forgot to put the diamond in. Now, like I said, I do have some plans for a shop and I don't know whether I want to place it here or over here. I'm still debating on whether we're going to place that. I'll probably have that figured out here soon, but without further ado, let's go take a look at some of the others' bases who have potentially got stuff set up. Now, if you haven't caught up with the series, this whole area right here is all of the areas that I have worked on. So we have the mall that does all of the automation for most of the early game products and a lot of the automation products that we use here on the server. And over here is where I have an iron farm. And then in the iron farm also contains sand and gravel and plenty of other things. I just haven't started mass bulking those, which I really should utilize this much better, but I haven't because yeah, I'm lazy. Anyways, besides the point, this is Legion's base, which he has quite a few things going on in here and has really kicked things off and got things going pretty quickly, which is very nice. I'm sure that the mall has definitely helped with that quite a bit. I wish I had that when I first started. That would have made making the mall so much easier. But there's a lot of stuff going on down here, and I mean a lot. Ooh, and apparently he's hooked into Beardy Power Co. as well. Look at that. Taking a look up the road here. Ooh, what is this? Is this like a bathhouse? Am I chilling? Wait, there's like smoke rising up. Where's the smoke coming from? Wait, can smoke go through the panels? Are these copycat panels? Oh wait, smoke can come through slabs? I learned something new every day. That is very cool. Now, let's take a gander over here. And this is the JoJo's base, who has been gone. I haven't seen JoJo in a while, and I missed JoJo. I don't know where he went. I didn't mean to scare him off if I did. But anyways, he did build an XP farm, but it never got shared or hasn't been shared yet. You know what? We're going to have to make ourselves an XP farm. You know what? I wonder. That should be maybe our next project. And I love this design, but I wonder if we could get away with doing a different type of XP farm. Anyways, that's besides the point. We should actually take a deeper look over here. So let's dive over into Throwlash's base, who has been building this like solar punk themed setup. And my goodness, has he put in the detail. This place is absolutely gorgeous. I mean, all the way from like the floating little base at the start. Hey buddy, hey, quit. To this like little base up here that has all of his factory gadgets going on in it. Does he have a redstone button? Yes, he does. So we can call the elevator and oh, there's a under stair area. The hab. Oh, and then up here, I know there's stuff up here. Or there was stuff up here. Wait, is he moving things? Wait, there used to be all kinds of stuff in here. Oh, has he moved it underground? Oh, he may have actually moved it. Ooh. Now this is where it's at. Look at all of this going on here. This storage is so sick. Afraid if I come down here, I'm going to get absolutely lost. Oh, wow. Yeah, definitely moved everything down here, and I don't blame him one bit because this is gorgeous. This is an underground base. Oh my, wait, there's an aquarium down here. Oh, I love this so much. And yes, guys, if you haven't checked out Throwlash, be sure to do so. Of course, you can find him linked down in the description below. Oh, this must have been the area that Foxy plowed through with his giant boat. Oh my goodness, look at all the fish. I love this so much. Now, I almost forgot to mention this, but there has been golden carrots automated. As you can see, I am eating some golden carrots. Because I did purchase some, I am going to purchase some more. We can purchase some golden carrots. And these, by the way, are coming from Legion, who has got them all set up. And we can just buy so many. Is this a whole? No, it's 32. Okay. So yeah, we just were able to buy a few more stacks of these golden carrots. Not only are they good for decoration, they look kind of nice. I mean, they're a really, really good food source. I mean, they're almost as good as steak. They do have more saturation. and they do fill in less hunger bars, so you can technically eat them when you're not as hungry. I mean, I guess it does make them better than steak. I really don't know. Wait, is this a spit? Okay, that's actually so cool looking. Wait, that looks so much like meat now. I'm never going to be able to look at that block again the same way. I mean, that's the face right there that I am giving this meat right now. How can I forget Exs Base, which is massive, and there is so much going on in here. It is all hidden by this beautiful facade. Like, no joke, there are farms going on all over the place. Underground, I mean, it's a lot. There is so much automation. You definitely should check out Eggs' video where he went over all of this in his earlier episodes, because it's a lot to take in. And then if you've been wondering where I've been repairing my stuff, well, it's come from Stam's farm. This whole area, Stam ended up setting up like an XP farm early on that we all ended up using. But this is Stam's little starter storage area, and his builds are very distinct. He does mix and match a ton of these blocks, but the big powerhouse on the server has definitely been this this gunpowder farm, which is ridiculous. The gunpowder farm extends all the way down underground, goes up here through a water channel, and then gets funneled onto a belt, which then lands into a kill chamber, which we are all definitely using, and allows me to easily repair all of my tools just by swatting at these creepers for a minute. I'll say though, it is quite a noisy farm. Like whenever it's kicked on and we are standing in here and these creepers start going in, yeah, it's a lot. And here they come. So yes, we just have to swat at these guys. They will automatically die, and so long as you've hit them once and they die due to these magma blocks, you still get the XP from them. I mean, at this point though, he could have these going into like crushing wheels, and then it could be converting it into the actual XP nuggies. But still, nonetheless, this is something I do want to move away from, and I would really love to have XP nuggies, because then you could just easily repair your stuff like on the fly, and you don't have to do stuff like this. Now, Eggs has also built a chessboard, and he completely beat me at the chess whenever I played him, but that's besides the point. He even knew what an elo was. I have no idea what that is. I only play chess against my kiddos, and I do beat them, but I have taught them a lot about chess. Anyways, they probably couldn't beat Eggs though. But anyways, this right here is where we get all of our power, and this is straight through Beardy Power Co. Yes, this place is providing so much power for us. It's actually unreal. And this right here was the extension module that allowed us to have even more power to play with. Oh yeah, it's definitely rocking. And I am still a big supporter over here of Beardy Power Co. because it means more stress and less work for me. That's exactly what that means. Because come on, at the end of the day, it's not really hard to set these things up. I mean, you just need an infinite lava source, and yeah. So I would rather just do it like this. This is perfectly fine. Now over here, Stam has made a really interesting train loader that we're gonna have to figure out how to use, because this is how we're actually gonna load items into this facility. I still don't know too much about this because Stam hasn't fully explained it to me just yet. But this warehouse right here is like a logistical crazy mess. It is absolutely wild looking at this. But this is where all of our stuff is stored. Yeah, inside here in different places. I have no idea, but it does have something to do with having packages that are addressed and then having them dropped over here, and then they could be pulled off of the train with this stuff and all kinds of stuff, the cool stuff using the mailbox system. Still got to figure that out. By the way, whose train is this? And what is going on here? What has happened? Wait. Oh wait, this little package train. Very nice. A little box car. Wait, it stopped right here. Oh, good. I didn't realize that was there. Okay, so we have a train signal that'll prevent trains from smacking into it. Good thing my train wasn't any longer than this. So you know what? Let's hop on over to our train and let's take a look further on down the track. We have this side to go through, and we also have Stam's track, which goes that way. That's the only two people so far is Beardstone, myself, and Sam, who have really worked on train networks. So yes, these do take a lot of work. I completely understand, like, if you don't have the time to be able to do them, like, you're definitely probably not going to be able to do them. Like, it takes a tremendous amount of time to set up these train tracks. Like, I'm not even joking. So this area over here is what Beardstone has been working on. I don't think it's fully complete all the way down the line, but he did build a bridge off of this side, which looks really nice. And the rest of it is still being worked on, I do believe. So we have a lot of floating bridges, but like I said, things just take a lot of time. And this area right here, though, I mean, that like open cove area is so pretty. Now, his train track area spans so far. I'm talking like so far. He is so far away from everybody. Yep, we're still not there yet. We're still going. Still going. Oh, I think we've almost made it here. This is looking like factory buildings. Yes, okay. I think we're making it here. Okay. What is this? Okay, there's a lot. Okay, I'm kind of scared. Which way do I turn? I don't want to mess up. These are really cool. Are those the train signals? Oh, I like the way those look. I knew that you could put Nixie tubes on the bottom of the train signals, but I hadn't seen yet how they could be implemented. But this is pretty cool. Like having this overlapping area and then also including your power through there. Okay, this is apparently the end of the track. Okay, that makes sense. The track is broken there. All right, we're gonna, oh, nope, let's not, nope, quit. Oh, I almost crashed. Oh, we're stuck. Okay, I've got to, I guess, turn my train around. But still, this is what Beardy has gotten going over here on his main base. I really love the cargo loading area. He's got a massive storage network that he's been working on that holds a butt ton of items, like so much items. Oh, and the train with the train whistle. I'm really hoping that my train doesn't get hit here. Is it gonna be fine? Actually, I should turn my train around, shouldn't I? But over here is the factories where a lot of stuff has been made. You guys have probably seen this in prior episodes. But yes, he's got a factory over here that is producing a ton of different things. All of the stone materials, all of the copper materials over here. So we almost have everything sort of automated. Like we are just really missing brass products being made. But the unfortunate bit is I just don't think we have a good way of automating the production of brass, right? We would need an unlimited source of zinc. And we just don't have that, I do believe. I mean, when I say like a sustainable, I mean like an infinite source, some way that we can generate it infinitely by generating something else like we can with copper and iron and other sources. It's just something we don't have the ability to do, I don't think, as of right now. Wait, nope, I'm entirely wrong. No, we can. Oh, there is a tough to zinc recipe. Wait a minute. Never mind, brass is 100% automatable. Oh boy, that sounds like a future project. Oh man, I don't know if that's something Beardstone's gonna tackle, but I mean, it wouldn't be too difficult to do it. He already has the tough available, so maybe he will do that. Who knows? You know what? It could be something fun to collaborate with as a server to be able to do. So now with that trip done, time to head over to Stam's tracks, which are honestly gorgeous. Now, Stam's tunnel is a little bit tight. We just barely squeeze on through inside of this tunnel, but Stam has built much shorter trains. But still, throughout the rest of this, I mean, these trains work. But look at this. This roundabout area is gorgeous. What? Yeah, this right here is a work of art. I will have to say. I love the like truss. Oh, it looks so good. And this used to be a bridge area too. I think, but Foxy drove his boat through it. Yeah, and by accident too, which is even more hilarious. But all of this work, all of this track laying, by the way, was hand done. So yeah, you can see like all of the work that had gone into that. And you're telling me Stam still hasn't fixed this dirt overhang? What? And here we go. We have bridge number 1, and then we have a bridge number 2 right over here. But this right here is all of the work. Like there is a lot of stuff happening. This right here is the sugarcane farm, which is what's auto-crafting the rockets and everything. Oh man, it just keeps going, right? I mean, this is where his current workshop's at. There's a lot of stuff going on here. And I don't know if it continues on any further. I think this is about as far as he's worked on. However, he has worked on some other things like a gas farm, or not really a gas farm, but a gas house. And he's also working on his mega project. Or I guess you could say mega base, but I don't want to show that off yet because I don't think his video's out. However, he has been streaming it, so you can definitely check him out either on Twitch, and I think he has been also streaming on YouTube as well. But yeah, be sure to check out Stamo. I'll tell you what, all of these guys have been definitely a pleasure to work with. Like, it's been really, really fun playing with people who also love playing and building and making cool things, like that has been really, really fun and is what's made this server feel so lively to me. Now, I almost forgot because he moved way out here and there's no tracks or anything yet because he took his ship out here. But yes, we can't forget Foxy, who has managed to drill all of this out and has still got the boat over here. How cool. But yes, he has just managed to get this up. So he took his entire factory and moved it over here. Oh my goodness. Unfortunately, Foxy just seems to play so early in the morning for me. But yes, there is an entire factory over here. Wait, has he disconnected entirely from Beardy Power Co? What? What? Why? Oh, maybe it was because, oh, that's right. Beardy threw him under the bus. Oh no. Oh man. Well, I get it. I mean, I guess I get it. But that is absolutely hilarious. Anyways, so now with the tour out of the way, it's time for us to now build the shop that is going to be for our concrete powder. And I think I know just the name for it. How does Chosen Powder Co. sound? Like, no joke, I think that's what I'm gonna call it. So I think I've come up with a plan and I've got an idea, and I think I do want to tackle this corner section again, much like I did a corner section over here. These can be a little bit more challenging to do, but I think I know exactly what I need to do here. I've got to keep in mind there's going to need to be a lot of space because we are going to have a minimum of 16 individual shop stalls, and that's just for the concrete. Because if I want to sell the individual dies, which some of the server mates on here said they would really love to have like actual access to individual dies, not just from the dial mat, then yeah, we are going to need that as well. And I've got to figure out how I'm going to set that up. So I know some of them on here would really like to make the liquid and be able to use it in their builds. So I'm laying out some foundations, and I think I'm going to take up this entire corner section. And it may seem like a pretty large space, but this is going to be divided into 3 separate shops. We're going to have a little 9x9 shop here, a little 9x9 shop here that I can sell other things in, bits and bobs. The main shop will be this area in the corner, which is going to be for the dies. So yes, these are going to be connected and butted up right next to each other. And I'm going to be taking up essentially what this space is, which is a 13x13 area. That should be plenty of space for all of our dies. And concrete powder. Now on this shop, I still want it to be in this like storefront fashion like we've all been going for. But yeah, I'm going to put my own little spin on it, add my own color in an interesting way, and try to show off these powders being used in their concrete form and also their full powder form. I'm also trying to determine the height of the building, and I think I'm gonna go for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 off the ground, leaving this 5 from the foundation up. And this is for a good reason, because there's going to be an overhang that extends all the way across all of these buildings. And it is actually going to reach all the way out like this as well, and is going to extend through these buildings too. However, these buildings are going to be a little bit different in height. I think this one's going to be a little bit taller than all of these. Now I'm trying to come up with an idea for like wallpaper almost for the interior, and I want them to be kind of bland because I want the colors to really pop on the outside. So yeah, that's where I am using the gray concrete powder on the inside to make it feel like this like wallpaper, but trimming the top with tuff to give it this sort of look. It doesn't look okay right now, but I promise you it will probably look okay once we get all of the stuff inside, giving this some nice texture. On the inside over here though, I do want these to be rather dark. So this one's going to have gray concrete powder, and I still might change this one out. I do like the idea of both of these being rather dark though. Now, as weird as it may seem, I actually think mud would fit into this pretty good and would also give this that like interesting texture look. Yeah, I mean, this fits. Now with the bottom sections of these buildings done, these are going to be some different interesting windows and stuff. And then this will be the entryway. I mean, it's now time to build the upper sections. And this is where I think I'm going to go with like RGB. I mean, it kind of makes sense. That's kind of what the color of my paintbrush is. So we'll do red, green, and then blue on the other side. Or we can do blue, green, and red to kind of swap these up. But I think I'm going to keep them like similar in this color. Like that would be kind of cool having the different color blue up there maybe. This is close to red, so we can have regular red up here. Yeah, I think this will work. So to do this, I am going to need to grab our concrete powder shulker boxes, which I do have. And what I'm going to do is the bottom of this, I think I'm going to have it be the concrete powder itself. And then the closer we get to the top, I'm going to zigzag it, being the actual concrete formed version up at the top, kind of zigzagged up. But there are going to be windows in here. These are going to be like the decorative bits. But this is also going to be the place where we do contain our vaults like we've done for all of our farms. This is so nice to be able to just grab these different color shulker boxes for the things I need. And then whenever I need to put them back, I can just put them back and they will reload the shulker boxes in their color. Oh, I love this whole setup. Now, RGB. Now, do I want to go with lime green? I mean, that's going to really stick out and be very, very bright. Or we can go with a more muted, dull color. I really like the lime. And then for blue, I mean, we could either go for the light blue or even a cyan. You know what? I think I like the cyan. But if I go cyan, I should probably also go with the regular green. I don't know. I just feel like if we do this, I mean, that feels very, very nice. Or we could go really bright. Oh, I just don't know. I mean, even instead of red, what we could do is we could go magenta. I mean, that could also make this look really interesting as well. Like magenta, green, and cyan. I mean, yeah, it's not red, but I mean, it's close enough. And I feel like this is going to be a bit more colorful. I like this idea. Now, back in my little workshop, let's pop down a few of these, and I'm going to wash a few stacks of these. We're not going to need a whole lot of them, I don't think. So yeah, I'm only going to do a few stacks. We just simply drop them into our washer, and this should produce regular concrete for us. Like, this is the way it works, right? I mean, there it goes. So we just have full-blown regular concrete, and we'll add that into here. And I think that is going to mix very well. Now, for me to be able to understand the height of this, what I'm going to need to do is set up my windows to the height that I'm going to want. So for example, this is going to be our bottom layer for this building. And then we are going to have 3 separate windows. I'm going to have windows that are right here, a window in the center, and then a window or 2 windows right here, possibly. Yeah, I think that will look pretty nice. So what I want to do is go 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to have another space, and then 1, 2. And then this is going to be the height of our windows. And I think for this one as well, if we're going to do a double window, I'm going to do a window here and then a pane, window, pane, and then we can just kind of build around this, right? And then we do this again, and then window, pane, window, and then pane. And then the top section here we'll have to figure out by adding in the actual concrete itself. And boy, oh boy, is this super duper colorful, which is what I want. I mean, for these shops. Up top, we'll go ahead and we'll throw in the actual concrete. Ooh, okay. And this is really opening up. And then we'll do another layer, which will have a cap on it. And the roof will end up being flat. I mean, this is what it's going to look like. I mean, this is like the fascia. And then we're going to add some trim and all kinds of cool detail to the front. I think this is going to look really nice. Now, this section right here, I mean, this is where we're going to cap off the top with the green. And I went with these ornate iron windows, which I haven't used yet, actually. But I think these are like the old school iron windows before the new ones were added. But yes, I mean, this lining up the top is going to give the roof even more of a look. And this is actually going to go 1 block taller than the other one. But I tell you what's really going to make this pop off is when we get the actual detail in. So overall, this is really coming together. We have the magenta, green, and also cyan over here. But I do got to get the roof placed up here, and a lot of the accents are going to be this color. So this roof topper right here is what's going to be the thing that keeps mobs from spawning up here. But I am going to have like a overhang that's going to come off of here, and this allows me to add some decoration on the underside. After getting the roof set in, I think this is fitting pretty well, but I do got to start getting the trim placed in on the window area. Adding some decoration here and there, maybe swapping out some of this for dirt so I can plant some flowers and things, and just getting this overall like decorated. The window section, I mean, this I think is looking pretty good. I do have to alternate like the sides that it's on to get it to work, but honestly, this is such a small thing that you won't ever even see So yeah, I kind of like the idea of doing it this way. And what I'm using for this are the new Copycat vertical slices from the Copycat mod. And yeah, this adds just a beautiful little trim here. I love this. Now here's what I've gotten so far. I went ahead and lined the outside with these half panels, replaced the half panels I had under here with Copycat steps to make a mob farm apparently, and then place some stairs on the top and bottom to go along with these vertical slices. Now, the vertical slices are off, but whenever you're walking down here, you're not going to notice that. I mean, really, these accents make this pop. And now, as far as some decorations on the outside, I've got a little bit of leaves, added some hanging signs over the main parts of these side buildings. And now I've got to start working on the interior bits. That means getting vaults in here, getting a vault in here with the upstairs decorated with a way to get up there. And then I also need a way to get access to a vault up here as well. All three of these shops are going to be separate technically. Now with all the steps in, the hard part, figuring out how I'm going to lay out this shop to be able to sell 16 different types of material. This isn't even accounting for individual dyes or anything that I might sell in the future. I think those might end up being like individual order based. Like if Stam goes, I want a few dyes, can I buy some? I'll just be like, go to the factory and actually buy some directly from the factory. That might be how I do it instead of having a shop out here, considering Eggs has most things covered with dyes. But like if you have projects that need, for example, the liquid dye all over the place, like that would be the way to go. Now, I've got to figure out and gather up 16 individual, like, what are these called? I always forget the name of them. The like tablecloths? Yeah. I've got to get all these tablecloths. And do we have one of every color? I think we do. So yeah, we definitely have 16 individual color tablecloths. Now I've got to get them all. Like now I'm thinking we use the girders as the supports for the actual tablecloths. And I want to line these up in their respective colors. So this will be white. Then we have light gray, gray, and then goes to black. And then I just simply take this down and we continue this all the way through the rainbow colors. So now with a little bit of decorating in here, I've added a basin and some depots, a little bit more of that concrete powder just sprawled about. And yeah, I added it in the floor as well. Now I still have to get the shopkeeper up and I do have the vault in. And then we have this producing particles. So it looks like there's dust. Yes, the spore blossom. So we have green particles in our green building, which I think fits quite well. Now, this is going to be the depositing station, but I still have to get a mob in here, and I still have to get my link set up so that we can set the shop up fully, but, I mean, we're almost there. And I think there's only one mob that we can use for this farm. I mean, you probably guessed it already. Just need to find a sheep. Oh, that's a chicken. All right, and we just need to take this sheep and get it out of here. And as you guessed, before we place it on there, we need to slap the Jeb on here. Oh, wow. Okay, when you pick it up, it actually goes crazy. But there we go. That's exactly what we needed to finish this off. A rainbow shifting sheep. Oh, that's gorgeous. Now with this done, there's only a couple of things that we need to do. We've got to get some signs out front for some branding to have hanging right here. And we also need to get this stocked up so I can set the prices for everything and hopefully not forget any of the prices this time. Now to load all of this stuff, I just need to run through here and just simply grab all of my shulker boxes. I mean, this is why I designed it this way. And yes, I know it's manual, but I honestly, with stuff like this, I just don't know how much it's going to be used. And if it does get used quite a bit more, I mean, then maybe switching away from manual would be a good idea. But right now, to prevent trains from crashing all over spawn, yeah, I'm just going to do it by hand at the moment. It's really as easy as simply placing this on here in our loader, and it's just going to unload directly from the shulker. And we're going to have about a shulker box at a time going in here for right now. And to make this go even faster, I have it set up so I can do more than one at once. Just like this. And then of course, after I finish unloading, I just place them back in here, and this then will regenerate a new set. Now, how do I go about setting my prices? Let's go ahead and get white going first. And I think what I'm going to do is just simply 1 stack, 1 diamond. I mean, it is pretty expensive. It only costs 8 dye to make 1 stack, but I think that this is going to be worth it for all of the processing that goes into actually producing it. And I mean, it does produce at a reasonably, reasonable speed, but I think this is something that nobody's going to need a whole lot of. And this also will keep me from needing to go back and forth as often. So unless somebody complains about it, I think I'm going to go with 1 stack for 1 diamond. With everything set up, 1 diamond each. And I'm going to definitely make sure I don't forget. I think this turned out really, really well. Now, I still have to get the branding on here, and I think eventually we might even add a secret little underground or like under this area dye shop that'll be completely separate, probably even using the same sheep. But yeah, that would be kind of interesting, I think. And be definitely a little sneaky. Like maybe there'll just be like a little trap door that like you can find that'll be like hidden back here. You drop it down and there's the dye down underneath. You just can't tell Eggs about this. Yeah, you wouldn't be able to tell him. Now, I've been coming up with an idea for the actual sign, and this right here, remember how I wanted it to be Chosen Powder Co? Oh yes, I'm definitely stealing that. But I stole it in style. See, we can use these new paintings, which I think are pretty cool. These right here are from Immersive Paintings, which we just got added. And yeah, you can actually upload your own by using like the image path here. So you can just paste it in or use one of your screenshots. But if you paste an image in here, which I mean, technically you're copying the path from your directory, and then you right click to paste that in, you can load in your own. So for example, I have this one, and we have these frames that we can put it around it and so on and so forth. But there it is, Chosen Powder Co. Yeah, get dirty in every shade. Get it? I still, however, don't know what mod is better. Like, should I use it from this one? Like, maybe this will be better. Like, if I use the one in this frame? I mean, I still don't know. I don't know at this point which one's better. Instead of a painting, apparently I can use graffiti since it has transparencies in it. Still not sure how that works. Oh, this is interesting. Okay, so you right-click the graffiti on the wall, and then you can upload the painting with images. Oh, this is gonna be quite interesting, actually. So we load this in, and then we set it to the high res, and this is going to take my transparency and actually work with it. Okay, that's kind of nifty. So when we put that in, it actually lays it flat, but it's not using the transparencies, which is odd. But you know what? I actually kind of like it laying flat like that. And then I just need to get it on the other side, and there we go. Actually, I take that back. I made the image a little bit smaller so that way I could technically add a frame. Okay, I give in. And so I'm using the netherite frame. You know what? That looks pretty decent. I'm gonna stick with this. Do you know what? After all is said and done, this is now what the corner shop looks like for concrete. And I still have places for 2 more things. We have this side, and we also have this side to put shops whenever we make other small things. Who knows what we can put in here? But until then, this is what we have. And I really hope that the server gets use out of all of this concrete, because it took quite the setup automating all of those dyes. And I have to say, that's probably been the most complicated thing I have done thus far, just simply due to all of the mixing and just making sure you have all the products and knowing what you need and how to mix them. Yeah, it was an absolute mess, but I did manage to get it all done, and this is the finished product for the server mates to kind of use. I don't know. Let me know down in the comments what you think of this build. Did you enjoy it? Like, is this kind of what you would have expected for a dye shop? What do you think of the actual name? Don't tell Beardy. But yeah. Anyways, if you did enjoy today's video, be sure to click that subscribe button if you haven't already. And also, guys, give this video a huge thumbs up. Don't forget, like I said, to comment down below. What's your thoughts on this build? How could I have done it differently? And if you have any suggestions for future projects, I would love to hear from you down there as well. And guys, without further ado, it's now time for me to thank the amazing supporter of today's episode. And that huge thanks is going to go out to... making sure I get everything spelled correctly. I type it so fast. Going out to Alex3881. Thank you so much for your amazing support and choosing to support me over on the Discord by becoming a Discord premium member and supporting my content in one of the best ways possible. You absolute boss. And I look forward, guys, to seeing all of you in the next one. And you know how it goes. As always, thanks for watching.